It's like Israel's the only one that's allowed to have a nuclear weapon. Nobody else is allowed to have a nuclear weapon. That's stupid. That's not. I mean, nobody should have nuclear weapons, and Trump has kind of said that too. He says we should have a world without nuclear weapons. But it's like, if anybody's going to have one, we're going to have one. Are we at Green Lake now? It's Wayside. But they were talking last week, before this all started with the markets going down, they said, oh, there's going to be a silver squeeze. And instead it went down like $4 instead of a silver squeeze, because a silver squeeze was supposed to be going up. Well, instead it went down $4. It's a good thing I didn't buy any. I was looking at buying some Morgan dollars. I thought, well, if I have any money left over from taxes, maybe I'll buy a roll of Morgan dollars. And I was watching some at Golden Eagle. I was thinking maybe I should get some on Golden Eagle, or I could go and buy some somewhere. And I thought, well, maybe I could get a roll of those for $700 or $800. Get some nice ones. Get some decent ones. And maybe I can get them for a bit cheaper if I want to buy them. I don't know if I can buy them yet, because I don't know what my taxes are going to be. I might not have that much money after tax. I might not have anything. I still got my I-bonds. I'll still have those. I-bonds would be good for, like, if you need a vehicle too, if something happened to the van. I mean, eventually someday I'll have to buy another vehicle. I mean, in a way, this $6,000 that I'm going to owe, that's kind of like it might be the fine that the astrologer predicted. I might be paying a pretty hefty thing. I think he said it was fine, and I mean, that's what it is in a way. I mean, if you have a wash sale, you're going to get fined. You're going to pay tax. It's a tax fine. And I think I figured out how it happened, possibly, because I got a small wash sale last month, and I waited for the time. It's either something I just overlooked, because I waited for the 30 days to buy it back, and it still got a wash sale. I don't know what happened there. I think what might have happened is I thought I was selling it at a gain, and it might have sold a lot that was a loss when it sold. So I was thinking I was selling it at a gain, and then I could buy it back, and I may have sold it at a loss and bought it back before. So I'm really still not sure what happened. But I was even trying to be careful, and I still got caught. It wasn't for very much, but it's still listed as a wash sale. You can see it on my portfolio. Well, yeah, it's still there because I still have the Bitcoin. But that sucks. You see that, and you can't see it until it doesn't warn you. You can't see it until after you've done it. You can't undo it. It's permanent damage. If it's just a small amount of money, it's not a big deal. But if you sold a lot, bought and sold a lot, yeah, it's going to make a difference in your taxes. This probably won't be a real big deal. Here's Green Lake. We're at Green Lake. This is where the mineral specimens are from. if I already got them, it'd still be fun to dig them, even though I got some already. I mean, I'd do it if I could. If I could do it, if someone said, here, you can go here and dig, I'd do it. I'd come out here for a special trip and do it. It's 73.9 miles here, so you could just drive out here and go back home. It's a little more than an hour. It's about like going to La Crosse. Irving Park Road. I think people moved out here from Chicago. Probably a lot of people in Wisconsin are from Chicago. Business. I mean, like up here's a bunch of rocks. If you went into an area like that, you'd probably find it. Piles of dirt, I mean, you could probably find that stuff. There's a landfill here. But yeah, the world's a mess. I think in another 6 years this will all be over, and we'll be looking back on it. I think there's going to be a period where we lose our internet for a day too. So this isn't going to end. This isn't like the last year or anything. This is going to be all through Trump's administration. And it's going to even go into the next administration some, it sounds like. I guess this goes into 4 lanes. But it's going to be chaotic for 5-6 more years. So it's going to be all of Trump. Trump's going to have a hard 4 years, and then the first year of the next presidential, whoever's president, the first year, maybe the first year and a half, to 2030 it's going to end. So that's 5 years. And then we'll have 2 years of quiet, and then it's going to get cold as hell. And it's not going to be, oh, it's cold outside. It's going to be a problem. It's going to be a serious problem. It's going to be a crisis. I mean, we're not going to be at war or anything, but it's going to be a crisis. It's going to be the next crisis. People are going to be worried. Are we going to have enough heat to... Are we going to freeze to death? I think it's going to be a real worry. And they're going to have the energy to meet the thing, but they're going to have to produce all this stuff in a relatively short period of time, because it's going to start in 2032. And the areas that are going to be hit the hardest are going to be Wisconsin, Minnesota, North Dakota. Those are going to be the hardest hit states, and maybe Michigan too. I mean, northern Michigan will be worse than ever. But you look at the weather map and you can see the coldest areas, like right over an area in Minnesota, up in northern Minnesota. There's an area there where it's the coldest area of the United States for this altitude. I mean, the mountains will probably be colder too. But, I mean, they had snow last week up north in Michigan. If you go far enough north, you're going to run into snow. Right now. That's why the water's so high. That's probably why the water's so high in the Cedar. Because that's melting. It's probably melting. But it's still there. Up in northern Michigan, they got like 300 inches of snow or something like that. 25 miles. 25 miles to where I'm going. Fond du Lac.